Hello, my name is Xavier. I am a student at Colorado Christian University, and today I am recording a video that really describes a recent experience that I had. The class that I'm currently in at Colorado Christian University, that is taught by Dr. Cheryl Mark, has challenged us to create our own spiritual retreat experience. And so it was definitely an incredible, enlightening experience. And so I'll just kind of be sharing some of the details from that time with you. And so I wanted to there are certain prompts that came along with this assignment. And so I'll kind of be going through some of these questions. One of the first questions that came up was, what attributes of God came to mind and how did this affect you? I will say that going into this experience, my heart and my head was really heavy. Grad school has definitely been an incredible experience so far, and but the weight of grad school and projects at work picking up and church responsibilities picking up and weddings and all of the stuff that life throws at us, I've just been feeling the weight of how heavy these responsibilities are or have been. And so my intention going into this spiritual retreat was, why I should say my hope was that it would give me a sense of like, there would be this release. It was like the word that I kind of went into this experience thinking a lot about. And so I would say the three attributes that I really connected with, God attributes, would be his love, his immanence, and his omnipresence. During this time, I will say that I felt such a warmness that surrounded me, but I also felt like physiological changes happening inside of me. Like I felt my body change from this mood that I had been feeling for the last month, not immediately, but progressively, from heaviness to just peace, contentment, loved, held. I felt near to God. And, I didn't know a whole lot about immanence until this assignment. But basically, it's an attribute that states that God is in his creation. He's with his creation. And I really felt that during this spiritual experience. I would say that the area that I focused the most on with this time with God was my intimacy with him. I think it's the thing that I felt lacking the most. What I realized is that any relationship that we have that we care about, whether it's our mom, dad, colleague, friend, partner, what really breeds intimacy is proximity. And I've been, I think, exchanging my time with God with, other things that I felt needed more of my attention in the moment. And so it's like the thing of, I don't have people have said this, and I've heard it being said, I'm so busy that I don't have time to meditate. And it's like, no, well, you're so busy that you must meditate. And so that was kind of how I was treating my connection and relationship with God this, I would say, last month and a half. So really just using this time to pour all of these things out. So I started my day first of all, with prayer to God. I followed up with worship and praise. Then I followed up with silence and journaling. So the way that I expressed silence during this spiritual retreat was spent about an hour just complete silence. I was in a park journaling and just emptying out myself, just the things that were, I would say, filling up my mind the most. And, I wasn't using it to get anything from God. It was just literally like, Dad, this is what's going on in my life. That was kind of my posture. And then I followed that up with meditation, which was beautiful. It was just, maybe 15 minutes of just me meditating. And what I've been doing with my meditation is focusing on a very specific passage of scripture. The passage of scripture that I chose to focus on comes out of Matthew 7. So the verse is, ask and it will be given to you. This is, New International Version. Matthew 7, ask and it will be given to you. Seek and you will find. Knock and the door will be open to you. So this is the verse that I chose to sit on during my meditation. And, meditation isn't about emptying the mind. It's really about it's really about creating a space in your heart and in your mind where God can sit and he can be the focus of your thoughts and attention. So that was the experience around meditation for me, and it was incredible. I actually felt like, I would say full is the word. If I had to choose one word, it'd be full. I almost felt powerful. I felt stronger spiritually, and I don't know if I felt stronger physically. I didn't test that out, but I definitely walked away from that experience feeling full on God. And I ended my spiritual retreat experience with some time alone in solitude. And so went back home, turned off the phone, the TV, no radio, just literally, me and God, all the windows closed. And it was then that I felt like God began to speak to me. So all of the activities that I had kind of gone through throughout the day, from prayer and, God, this is what I'm hoping for from this experience, to worship and praising him and, exalting his name and just connecting with him in that way, and feeling the intimacy, to silence and writing down the words from the prayers from earlier on in the day, and just really pouring out, from the pen to the paper, and ending the day with solitude. I think that was the time that he said, okay, son, let me speak back to you now. And so that was amazing. And I would say solitude has been something that has challenged me, because I oftentimes want to run to friends with my problems or, what's going on in my life. And I'm realizing that solitude is really the best time spent with the best kind of mediator and therapist, and that is our time with God. So it was really challenging, but after the experience, I realized the power of solitude. And, I think how this will inform my future work with clients is really from a place of encouragement. I realize how hard it is sometimes to, first of all, sit still, sit still long enough to actually hear from God. And, we are so stretched thin in this world with all of the different responsibilities and all of the different distractions, from social media to work to the seasons. Now it's summer, everyone's out. I mean, there's so many distractions, and so I can relate, I can empathize and find compassion in a client that maybe is experiencing lack of intimacy, and I can really sit in that with them because I've been there, and but also, guiding them to their aha moment and knowing that there really can be peace, love, grace found in these intimate, silent moments with God. And so I'm excited about that as well in my own work. So this was my spiritual experience, spiritual retreat experience. I am such a huge proponent now. I am a fan of really locking into these spiritual disciplines. They work. And I hope that if you're watching on YouTube, you also find inspiration from maybe this message. So God bless you.